Bob Parks, a former Republican congressional candidate who's written on this topic. President Clinton, by the way, said exclusively on CNN, "We failed these people." So, Bob, it's your turn now. You wrote a column on AmericanDaily.com, and you're very upset at the images of blacks looting. You write, and I quote, "Black people in New Orleans should be made to understand that the whole world is watching. Any racism people may have is being justified every time they turn on their televisions." Some might say that statement is racist. Aren't you using a broad brush?
When the perception is given on worldwide television that the only people who are doing the looting are black, in a situation like that, this need to loot. We've been through this before with the Rodney King riot. There's just times when you need to get everybody together. There are boneheads in the world that will do things, and the looting, the lawlessness in New Orleans set back any progress that could have been made to get initial relief in. There obviously is a concerted effort to make this look like it was planned, like the Bush administration just decided they were going to try to exterminate black people on worldwide television. That whole notion is absurd. I think the real story, which a lot of people are being very careful to navigate around, is to find out what was the lack of response from the local and from the state.
Bob, why is the sentiment out there that that many in the black community feel that this was the reason that the response was so slow, because these people were poor and black?
Well, because that is the story that a lot of pundits are putting out right now. I think there's a lot of damage control going on as far as the people who were really on the ground there, who could have made the decisions. They did not. And any time the people who make money on race, whether they be civil rights activists, these people are always looking for a reason to play the race card and say that Republicans and conservatives really just want to kill all black people. And here was a perfect opportunity.
Who were you specifically talking about?
Oh, well, let's see. Jesse Jackson was in town, was in Baton Rouge, making incendiary statements. Kanye West said that George Bush didn't care about black people. And for public policy experts like Kanye West to say things like that, I would venture to say the people who were being raped in the Superdome were probably more influenced by people like Kanye West and his peers than by George W. Bush. When you look at the kind of music he puts out, the main comments that were looked at were when black people were looting, it was called looting. When white people were seen looting, it was called finding what they need to survive. If that's the case, then that's on the media. That has nothing to do with what black people were doing or what white people were doing. Mm-hmm. Those perceptions come back down to the media, and media has been known to play these kind of games before.
All right, Bob Parks, thank you for your perspective. Bob Parks, a former Republican congressional candidate, and of course he's written vastly on this topic. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back with more.